Have you ever wondered how the United States transformed from a group of small colonies into one of the most powerful countries in the world? The journey is dramatic, filled with wars, innovation, economic booms, global influence, and moments that changed history forever. It all began in 1776, when 13 British colonies declared independence. At that time, America was not a superpower. It was a young, struggling nation fighting for survival. After winning independence from Britain, the country focused on building a strong political system based on democracy and a written constitution. This foundation of stable governance became one of the key reasons for its long-term strength. As the 1800s progressed, the United States expanded westward. Through purchases like the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, wars and settlements, the nation grew in size and resources. More land meant more agriculture, more trade routes, and more opportunities. But this expansion also brought internal conflict, especially over slavery. The Civil War in the 1860s was a turning point. Although devastating, it preserved the Union and ended slavery, reshaping the nation's future. After the Civil War, America entered a period of rapid industrialization. Railroads connected the country. Factories multiplied. New inventions like the telephone, electricity, and automobiles revolutionized daily life. Massive waves of immigrants arrived, bringing skills, labor, and cultural diversity. By the early 1900s, the United States had become one of the world's largest industrial economies. Then came World War I and World War II. Initially reluctant to get involved in global conflicts, the United States eventually entered both wars. World War II especially changed everything. After 1945, much of Europe and Asia lay in ruins, but America's mainland was untouched. Its economy was booming, its military was strong, and it possessed nuclear weapons. The United States emerged as a global superpower. The Cold War era further solidified its position. In a long ideological and political rivalry with the Soviet Union, the US invested heavily in military power, technology, and space exploration. The space race led to the moon landing in 1969, symbolizing technological superiority. Economically, the US dollar became the dominant global currency. Politically, it built alliances like NATO and expanded its influence worldwide. At the same time, America experienced internal transformations. The civil rights movement challenged racial discrimination and pushed the country toward greater equality. Social movements reshaped laws and public attitudes. This ability to adapt and reform became another source of strength. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, the United States became the center of the digital revolution. Silicon Valley produced companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, and later social media giants that connected the world. American universities became global leaders in research and innovation. The country's military presence, economic size, cultural exports like Hollywood and music, and technological dominance reinforced its global influence. However, becoming powerful was not a smooth or perfect journey. The US faced economic crises like the Great Depression and the 2008 financial crash. It fought controversial wars. It dealt with political divisions and social challenges. Yet each time, it adapted, restructured, and continued forward. Today, the United States remains one of the most influential nations in the world. Not only because of its military or economy, but because of its innovation, global alliances, and cultural impact. From a small group of colonies to a global superpower, its evolution shows how geography, leadership, industry, technology, and resilience all played a role. And here's something to think about: power is never permanent. The global balance continues to shift, with new rising nations and changing technologies. So the real question is, how will the next chapter of America's story unfold? If you found this journey through history interesting, imagine how many more stories are hidden behind the rise of powerful nations. Let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious for more engaging historical stories.